Hey guys, what's up? So we will be dealing with some cheat codes for solving MCQs. There are various cheats in life which you can use. They are not unethical, they are highly ethical. Don't worry about the term. They are absolutely ethical, and they're presented by me, Dr. Ramanji, and this is the YouTube channel An Academy. So moving forward fast, disclaimer is that all the advice which is given by me in this tutorial are completely personal, sir and ma'am, and are to be adapted only if it suits you. Okay. If it does not suit you, please do not adapt it. It may differ from person to person, but 85 to 90% of you who are intelligent and who knows that these tricks will work will adapt them. There are 15% of you who are skeptical about science and probability and maths. They think that this is all crap and they do not work. Happy birthday to all of you. Anyway, despite contrary claims, negative marking is a very good thing because it can eliminate wheat from chaff through a method which is called as winnowing. You can also do that, but UPSC do it in another way called as negative marking, and anyone, I'm telling anyone, can exploit it to one's advantage. Okay, UPSC takes advantage of it by eliminating the non-serious aspirants, and serious aspirants eliminate the other serious aspirants using the negative marking. And disclaimer is I do not encourage cheating. Anyway, moving forward, what I want you to tell is please do not go inside the exam hall with a preconceived notion. ये याद रख लेना अच्छे से. Do not go inside the exam hall with a preconceived notion, because if the paper is hard, what will happen is you will not be able to solve even 5% of the questions with surety. अगर मैं पेपर बना दूँ, if I am to make the paper, then even 5% of the questions you will not be able to solve. Okay, with 100% surety. And if the paper is easy, again, if I am asked to make the paper, you can easily attempt 100% of the questions. I'll give you the examples. So usually, and again I'm telling you, no, it is not usually, it is almost always, it is not the question. Again I'm repeating, it's not the question. This is the first learning of the day which makes it hard. Okay, question is not hard, it is the options which make it so. We are only talking about multiple choice questions with single correct answer. Okay, do not assume anything else. Okay, so now moving forward, what I wanted to say is this. See, this is an extremely easy question because options are very easy. So what is distance between earth and moon? See, any idiot can tell that cannot be 10, it cannot be 100, it cannot be 1000. 1000 kilometers, you go to Delhi to Mumbai, it will be 1000 kilometers. So it is 3,84,400 kilometers. You do not know the correct answer, but still you will get full marks. Okay. How do you do that? This is intuitive and this is called as elimination method. Is that understood? We will talk about in detail what is elimination method. This is the only proven method, and there are one or two more methods which can help you solve maximum amount of questions. See, I have seen geniuses failing these examinations, and I'll tell you two examples here. Rukmani, who got second rank about 3-4 years ago, she got 198 marks, and that was exactly the cutoff. Okay, is that understood? Ira, this year she got 206 marks while the cutoff was 205 marks. So can you see, these are very knowledgeable people who got second rank and first rank respectively, but they do not get good marks in prelims. Is that understood? अगर एक आध ऊपर नीचे हो जाता है, if 1 or 2 marks were plus minus, they would not have been in the list also. Is that understood? So I want you to get maximum marks. Doesn't matter if you are a genius, you should know these methods. They will help you a lot. Now one example of an extremely hard question. अरे तो वही question है. This is exactly the same question. What is the distance between Earth and Moon? But now, no Tom, Dick and Harry, even Albert Einstein will find it hard to solve it. Unless you are into study of moon and distances of astronomical units, it is extremely difficult to tell which one of the following is the answer. Okay, exactly the same question, but options have been changed. So answer is B because you have seen the last example, but otherwise it is almost impossible to get it correct. Again, see, extremely easy question. In which year Akbar was born, the great Mughal emperor? It cannot be 80 AD because there was no Islam back then. It cannot be 180 AD. Again, there was no Islam back then. Okay, Islam came in 7th century. 2015 AD, do you know that? 2015 AD, what happened? Obviously, you and I are not even born in that. Obviously, the answer is 1542. Again, you do not know the answer, but you will get full marks. Elimination method will help you get full marks. It is not essay type answers, it is not subjective answers. You can get full marks even without knowing absolutely zero about the question, but only condition is you should have pre-existing knowledge base. Is that understood? So this is the only requirement which we need from your side, some pre-existing knowledge, and you will be able to eliminate most of the options. See, again the same question, but it again becomes extremely hard. So the notion which people have is the question is hard or wrong or not. It is wrong. It is the options which make a question hard or not. Now you can't do it. It's extremely difficult. So you got the point, right? Options make it easy or hard. Now, by changing the perspective, this is what UPSC does, by the way. They make options very, very hard. But those with have decent enough knowledge base, they can eliminate easily. And there are two methods more, which I'll tell you. And by changing the perspective and familiarity index, a very easy question can be made very hard and vice versa. Please remember this. How? See, is it extremely easy question? Yes, for most of the population of India, it is extremely easy to tell who is the Prime Minister of India. Mr. Modi. Which Modi? Honorable Narendra Modi, Prime Minister of India. Okay, so answer is A. Now see this question. Who is the Prime Minister of South Korea? Except for some Southeast Asian countries, it is extremely difficult for an Indian person to answer this question. So I know the answer is Hong Kong, but you can't answer it. It's extremely difficult. Even if you Google it, you will find it difficult to answer it. Option देखने पड़ेंगे. So are you getting it? The hardness of the question is determined by options. It is not the question which determines the hardness and familiarity and perspective. Now moving forward, I'll tell you some prelims 2015 strategy. Going by the last 5 to 10 years question paper, which I have analyzed and I have solved at least 5 to 10 times each question paper. Yeah, I have a lot of free time. You should attempt at least 85 to 90% question. If there was CSAT also, I would have advised 80 to 85% questions, but now you have to attempt 85% at least. And cutoff for these two categories in prelims 2015 will be around 105 plus minus 10. Okay, this is my presumption. It can be less or more depending upon the difficulty of the examination and mood of the examiner, and adjust for other categories accordingly going by the past trends. Is it absolutely clear? Now moving forward, cheating in this video means that even when you don't know the answer, you can mark it correctly using an educated guess. Please remember, do not guess, use an educated guess and you can get full marks. It does not mean calling your phone or calling your brother's phone or using Google. That is illegal. Okay, don't use those illicit means. Cheating here simply means even when you don't know the answer, you get full marks. Even if you are a below average student who has difficulty in memorizing stuff, you can watch this tutorial easily and can benefit from it, and a lot I am to say. I have told this method to 5 to 10 close friends of mine and they owe me big time. They owe me treat, each and every one of you. But now I will be telling to thousands of you about some tools which I have developed after solving hundreds of thousands of questions, MCQs in last 10 years, and which in turn helped me in attempting 100% of any question paper. You put any question paper in front of me and I'll attempt 100% of it, even if I don't know anything about it. Okay. So I even attempted all the question in paper 1 and paper 2 on 26th May 2013 and I got 309 marks, which are decent enough marks. Cut off that year was 241. So these are the paper 1 and paper 2 scores and they are considered decent. So out of 80, if you get 75 correct, so I think it is a decent score, and out of 100, if you get 72 correct, it's again a decent score. So are you ready? So that's the question. Please throw out all the preconceived notions and prejudices and biases. ये सारे बताते रहते होंगे. Everyone used to tell कि negative marking. Oh my God, there is negative marking. We can't attempt most of the question. People are attempting only 40 questions, leaving 60 out. See, this method will not take you anywhere. You have to take risk. Especially, and I'm not biased, humanities people face this problem a lot and they do not attempt much questions because they do not have any background in solving MCQs. While our favorite engineers and doctors, they can solve as many MCQs, and for last 10 years we have been solving lots and lots of lakhs of MCQs and we know how to use such methods. So for humanities students basically, who are about 50% of the aspirants, rather more, you should be able to throw out all the preconceived notion. Forget about anything which any person have ever told you in your life and follow these golden principles. I personally guarantee you it will help you. So first is the elimination method. Is that understood? Just simple, try to eliminate as many options as you can with 100% surety. Okay, जैसे Akbar cannot be born on 80 AD. Is that absolutely understood? So you can eliminate this option using your pre-existing knowledge base. And if you can eliminate just one option, you have 33% chance of getting it correct. Absolutely. 3 options are left. One has to be correct. If you eliminate 2 options, you have 50% chance of getting it correct. Okay. And if you eliminate 3 options, you have 100% chance of getting it correct. So even if you don't know the correct answer, suppose they ask you an essay type question, when Akbar was born, you can't answer 1542 AD, but in option they have to provide it as the correct answer. Okay. So just try to eliminate one option at least and then attempt it at any cost. Please attempt it at any cost. If you can eliminate one option, you have to attempt it. Otherwise, you will find it difficult to get your name in the mains list. How? I'll tell you. So how does it help? Or does it help, Roman? Or Roman, are you trying to make a fool of us? See, assume you don't know any answer, okay? You don't know any answer to all the 100 questions. Let's say a 2-year-old kid is asked to fill an OMR sheet. This is the first time he or she is writing. So if they do not attempt any question, they will get 0, right? Absolutely clear. If you attempt all the 100 and if you eliminate 0 option, let's say after applying probability, you will get 25 correct and 75 wrong. So even a 6-month-old kid who has ink on his foot, and if he is asked to mark ABCD, he will also get 0 net correct. Okay, so there is no genius in that. Okay, but since we are evolved creature and we have been reading for last at least 21 years, because that is the cutoff age for UPSC, and in some cases even 30 plus people are also giving, and salute to their spirit. So for last 30 years you have read something on this planet Earth, and if you can eliminate one option using that knowledge base, you will get 10.67 net correct. That means in UPSC terms you will get 21 marks out of 200. That is huge. That is huge. The cutoff usually people misses by 5 to 10 marks, and if you can eliminate one option, see, in this case you will get 33 correct and 67 wrong. Is that understood? Is that understood or not? Just try to use the logic. Out of 100, if you can eliminate 3, you have 33% probability of correct, exactly 33.33. So you will get roughly 10.67 correct. Okay, and that gives you 20 marks at least. That's huge. That's 10% mark sitting right there. See, in some case people will say, what if all are wrong? So I am not there for those kind of people. Okay, that is almost scientifically impossible. It is exponential odds that all can be wrong after eliminating one option. Some of you will get some luck, but most of you will be benefited from this approach. Most of you. So in this case, if you eliminate one option, and if you have to break even 25 and 100, the odds are very strongly against you that you will get only 25 correct after even eliminating one option. So odds are extremely against you to get only 25 correct. So odds are 50-50 if you have to get 33 correct. Okay, you can even get 40 correct, so uska plus side bhi hai, but 50-50 case mein bhi at least you will get 33 correct. If you can eliminate two option, you will get 50 correct, 50 incorrect, right? So you will get 33.33 net correct. That will 67 marks sitting right there. 33% more marks. What can you ask more? It's like Domino's sale, yeah. And if you can eliminate any 3 option, you will obviously get all the answers correct, 100%. Till now, I don't think there should be any doubt. I have explained you how the probability works. So how to use this elimination method? So as I have told you, Akbar was born. It cannot be 80 AD. It cannot be 180 AD. It cannot be 215 because it's still going on. So answer is 1542. So you can easily eliminate 3 options in this case using your pre-existing knowledge base. Just remember this PE key. Okay, PE is key. PE is key. Pre-existing knowledge base. Use it to eliminate it. Use it or you lose it. Okay, you lose marks if you don't use it. Please remember this. It's my humble request. When you have any examination, use this method and you can be 100% sure about getting full marks. Is that understood? Now, in which century Akbar was born? Now it's slightly trickier, but if anyone remembers any fact at all about Mughals came in India in 16th century. Okay, so Akbar cannot be born before 16th century. Okay, that's one way. 1526, you know, the Babar fought Ibrahim Lodi, Battle of Panipat. So again, that's a second fact. Then till 15th century, there was Lodi dynasty, Sayyid dynasty. You know these dynasties, right? So it's extremely difficult that Akbar was born in 14th century. Then again, you know that it cannot be 15th century because there was no Mughals. Mughals exist ही नहीं करते थे इंडिया में. Only in 16th century first Mughal came and Babar gave birth to Humayun. It may be in 15th century, but we know at least that Humayun was made king during that time, and Akbar has to be born after Babar came into India. Okay, because it's his grandson. It's very highly unlikely that Akbar is born before 1526. If you are into more things, Babar was born in 1483, roughly around that period, and Akbar was finally born in 1542. Now we know. So answer is 16th century, and it cannot be 17th century also, because sir and ma'am, even if Akbar rules for 50 years or 60 years, he has to die in 17th century. He cannot be born in 17th century. But forget about everything else. Even if you can eliminate two options, you can be 50% sure about getting full marks. Okay, so if you can do it for 10 questions, you will get 5 correct or 5 incorrect, and you will get some positive marks. Is that understood? In this case, you will get around 3.67 as the net marks, and if you multiply it by 2, so you can see you will get around 7.5 marks. So please do not miss out on these easy marks. And now I'll show you another type of elimination. Can you read? There is high rainfall and there is high temperature. So absolutely you know that tundra and taiga cannot be the answer. अब आपको नहीं पता, if you don't know that biodiversity is high or not, so you can't choose between temperate forest or temperate deciduous. Let's say it's tropical forest or whatever is the option. It doesn't matter. That is does not matter. What it matters is A and B cannot be the answer. So again you can eliminate two options using your pre-existing knowledge base. Use it or lose it, and 50% sure about getting full marks. It's absolutely simple. There is no rocket science behind it. People are not aware about it most of the time. And now in which biome there is high rainfall and high temperature? Now tundra cannot be the answer. Tundra has permafrost. It has permanently frozen soil. So how can there be high temperature throughout the year? It's absolutely foolish. It's absolutely stupid to think about that. Now tropical deciduous maybe, temperate forest maybe, temperate deciduous maybe. You don't know, right? You don't know the answer. So even without knowing the correct answer, you can eliminate one option, at least one option, and can be 33% sure about getting full marks. That's all I am asking from your side. Eliminate one option. If you eliminate one option, you have to 100% attempt it. Otherwise, you are a fool. Okay, it's as simple as that. You are a fool if you do not attempt a question after eliminating one option at least. Now see this question. Let's assume you have never heard the name Lake Michigan, Lake Baikal, Nile. You have never heard these names, absolutely never heard. But you know that Ganges is in India. So answer of 1 has to be 4th. Okay. So 1 का answer 2 नहीं हो सकता. 1 cannot be matched with 2. Again 1 cannot be matched with 2. 1 can only be matched with 3, or C or D can be the answer. Is that understood? That's how elimination method works. I don't know 2, 3 or 4. I have never heard these names. Yet I can eliminate 2 options. Isn't that wonderful? You can't use that in subjective type questions. But we are talking only about MCQs. That's how we can read for mains later. There is a lot of time for that. But now, if you know that Nile, everyone knows that Nile flows in Egypt. But can you see now UPSC examiner will struck you. So even if you can eliminate just now, you can't eliminate them. But you know Baikal is one of the deepest lake of planet and it's matched with Russia. So 3 is 3rd. So if you know just 2 of them, you can answer. So answer here is C. But that is not the point. Point is, even with knowing one fact, you can eliminate 2 options. That's how geniuses work. They work in scarcity. There is no abundance of knowledge. In UPSC, there cannot be abundance of knowledge. Is that absolutely understood? You do not have abundance. You are always working in scarcity. Like in India, when you will become civil servant, there is a lot of scarcity of resources. You have to make the best use of them. Something like this, you have to make the best use in the exam time. That's what UPSC is looking from a serious aspirant. Anyway, I'll tell you one more last example, the kind of questions which are encountered. These are the type of questions which hurt us the most. They gave us headache and heartache later. Okay, first they gave us headache in the exam hall and heartache when we don't make it to the list. Okay. Now see, this is one of the most common type of questions which are asked in MCQs. They will give you 3 statements and they will ask which of the following is correct. India has 10% of world's geographic area. You know India has only 2% or 2.4% to be precise of world's land area. It cannot be 10% under any circumstances. Okay. Even one of the world's largest countries, they only have about 10% of the area. India just has 2.4%. India has 17% of world's population. By simple maths, you can see it is roughly true. 1.2 divided by 7. It is roughly amounting to 17% of the world's population. And there is no one who has been won a Nobel Prize in chemistry twice. See, third option, you can't be sure now, unless you know Frederick Sanger, who worked a lot on insulin and he got 2 Nobel Prizes in chemistry. Unless you know that fact, I'm assuming you don't know that fact. So let's say you don't know 3. So can it be 1 only? Absolutely not. Can it be 2 only? Yes, it can be 2 only. Can it be 1 and 3 only? No, because first is wrong. Can it be none of the above? Yes, it can be none of the above. So do you know that you have eliminated two options. Just in मजाक मजाक में दो option eliminate हो गए. Just in fun you have eliminated two options. That is, it cannot be 1 only, it cannot be 1 and 3 only, because the statement 1 is incorrect. So it can be either 2 only or none of the above. It can be 2 and 3 only if there is an option like that, but there is no option. So obviously there is a person who has won 2 Nobel Prize. So answer is 2 only. Is that understood? Now this question is interestingly teaching you another fact. In general, there are 25% chance of all these 4 options being correct. But when an option is none of the above, and this is I am quoting from a meta study. Meta study means study of study. They have analyzed billions of MCQs throughout planet Earth since the inception of MCQs, and they have come out with the fact that only 21% of the time none of the above is the answer. Isn't it amazing? So even if you don't know all the 4 options, please do not choose none of the above as the answer. It has less likelihood, less than 25% of being correct. So these are the cheats. This is the second cheat which I am telling you. None of the above is usually not the answer. Now this is the last type of question for today, assertion and reasoning type of question. tRNA plays a key role in protein formation. Okay, I don't know at all, by absolutely zero idea. India has around 7,500 kilometer coastline. This I know, this is correct. So both are false is eliminated. Reason is false is eliminated. Is that absolutely understood? And since these two are eliminated, you 100% know that this reason cannot be the reason for the above assertion. So reason is absolutely not correct explanation. So option A is also eliminated. Answer is B. Did you see the beauty of this question? You have absolutely no clue about the assertion, yet you got the correct answer and full marks. Again, I'll repeat this for the convenience. See, tRNA plays a key role in protein formation. You have absolutely zero clue about it, okay? But you know that India has around 7,500 kilometer coastline. So can reason be false? Answer is no. So option C is eliminated. Can both be false? Answer is no, because reason is true. Now can reason be the true explanation? Obviously not. This deals with biology. It is talking about transcription and translation and all that, while assertion and this talks about geography. So option B is the correct answer, and you get 100% marks. That's the beauty of elimination method. Now final tips for you. See, if you cannot eliminate any option, do not attempt it. Okay, if you cannot eliminate any option, do not attempt it. There are 3 exceptions to the rule. Unless you have attempted only 30 to 40 question, in that case please attempt, otherwise you will not come inside the mains hall. You will not be selected, as simple as that. Do not be afraid of negative marking. Please, my humble request. There is a lot of misperception in the market, especially coaching people that tell ki attempt only those which you know the answer. Jo aata hai utna karke aa jana. This is wrong. This is absolutely wrong. If you do only what you know for 100% sure, you will not make it to the list. Most of you will suffer. Never assume any pattern in the question. People see ABC is the correct answer, so next has to be D. Or BBB is the correct answer, so next can be B or cannot be B. There are all kind of illogical rules, like us Indian are superstitious. There are all kind of illogical rules and BS which Indians are used to. Please do not apply your logic in the UPSC exam hall. They do not follow it. And now these are the last two. The chances of answer being all of the above is 34% correct. So if you see all of the above answer, unless you are 100% sure that it is not the answer, please eliminate it carefully only. If you think that it can be the answer, just attempt it. And chances of answer being none of the above are about 21%, as I have told you. So unless you are 100% sure that this cannot be the answer, do not attempt it. For non-mathematics students, all the options should be 25% chance correct. All the options should have a 25% chance of being correct. But in case of all of the above, if that is the option, it has a slightly higher chance of 34%. This is all from a meta study. This is not my personal data, sir and ma'am. Okay. And if the options is none of the above, the answer is about 21% only. So if you have to choose all of the above, it's good. If you have to choose none of the above, you have to be 100% sure. And if there are, this is the last and the third cheat code for today. The first cheat code is elimination method. Second cheat code is all of the above and none of the above theory. And finally, the last cheat code is if there are absolute terms or extreme terms, like absolute, there is absolute percentage of Muslims living in Lakshadweep, 100% coverage. That's wrong. In Lakshadweep, there are 93% Muslims. Always. always, sun always, okay, something like that. Never 100%, 0%. Whenever the statement is talking to an extreme, taking the extreme, it is less likely to be correct. I am not saying it cannot be correct. Now there is statement sun rises in the east always and sun always sets in the west 100% time. Yes, it is correct, but most of the statement will be less likely to be correct, especially if they are dealing with social sciences, because in social sciences there is rarely an absolute position. Similarly, if there are terms like maybe, may not be, can be, rarely, most of the time, more often than not, shall be, which avoids the extreme and talks about relative terms, then it has extremely high chance of being correct, especially in social sciences. I am not talking about science question, I am talking about social science like history, polity, geography, economy. Okay, these are the type, international relations. So in these kind of MCQs, always remember that if they are talking about relative terms, it has a very high chance of being correct. Please try to concentrate hard on the mental images of books, classes and blogs and Rumai videos, and try to eliminate at least one option. Please do not close your eyes and sit there ki is saal nahi ho payega, I can't get through this year. Please don't have such attitude, and read question carefully twice at least, and please focus on keywords like correct, true or false, incorrect, etc. People think that they have been asked correct, but what they have been asked is not correct. People think that they have been asked which of the following is false, but rather the examiner is asking which of the following is true. और इसमें कट जाता है. In that case, people are destroyed, careers are destroyed by these silly mistakes. Read question carefully twice. You have enough time. Let me tell you, any normal guy can finish the paper in 90 to 100 minutes. Anyone with decent knowledge base. So even if you take 10-15 minutes extra, does not matter. Okay, you should not leave any question, and you should read each question carefully twice. And finally, this is my humble request, all questions carry equal marks. Please do not have ego conflict inside the hall. This is very, very bad. Okay, do not waste time on questions about which you have no clue. If they are asking about diabetes mellitus, and if you don't know mellitus at all, please don't waste time over there. You can come on it later when you have much more time. So I hope it helps. It was just my small humble method of solving MCQs. I know I'll get a lot of crap from you ki you are genius and that's why you could have solved. There are lots of haters out there. I know that it will not go down well with most of you, but anyway, I just hope it helps. It doesn't matter to me. I just, even if I can help 10-15 people out there and who can qualify prelims through my approach, I'll be more than happy and my effort will be successful. But anyway, if you think that it was like if you wanted me to make this video, and if you are happy, even if 5 to 10% things you think you can apply now in your prelims examination or any examination of this planet Earth, please hit the thumbs up and do subscribe to the channel for all these amazing videos. And I am forever indebted to my students, and thank you for watching the video, people. Have an awesome day and best of luck for the examination. Four do.